It was billed as the blockbuster final between the two best players on tour. But unfortunately, we didn't get the match that we wanted, and Jannik Sinner retires due to illness, 5-love down in the first set. And our Cincinnati champion is Carlos Alcaraz. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into this, unpack what just happened. I never saw this coming, I'll tell you that much. These ones always put on a spectacle. It's always the highest level. We never even thought this would be a potential outcome in this final. But unfortunately for the crowd that were there, I feel the most sorry for them. Ticket prices must have been high. People took days off work. It was on a Monday as well. And they only got 5 games and not really that competitive in the 5 games either. Carlos Alcaraz 5-love up and Jannik Sinner forced to retire due to illness. And you can see this picture here on the screen. Carlos Alcaraz with his arm round Jannik Sinner, who was, well, obviously very, very disappointed. And we'll start with what he had to say after the match. Obviously, this is not the way he would have wanted it to go in a final. And definitely his main thought, like he says here, is normally with the opponent. But he had to start with the crowd, saying that he was super sorry to disappoint everyone there. From yesterday, he didn't feel great, and he thought it would improve during the night. It came up worse. He said, I tried to come out and make it at least a small match, but I couldn't handle more. I'm very, very sorry for all of you. I know some of you on Monday maybe had to work or do something else. I'm so very, very sorry. Of course, Carlos, congrats. Another title, not the way you wanted to win, but it's amazing what kind of season you're producing. You and your whole team are doing amazing. Keep it up. I wish you only all the best for the US Open and the rest of the season. Yeah, I mean, we can try and unpack the match a little bit. I'll give you sort of my thoughts. Thought Alcaraz handled the conditions brilliantly. He's obviously not under the weather at all. Jannik Sinner was only really able to get winners from sort of static play, really. If there was a ball there to be swatted away, great. He would go for it, hit some big shots. But if there was any sort of long rally with any sort of level of intensity, Carlos Alcaraz was the victorious one in those rallies. And I think credit to Alcaraz as well, because he can see a wounded animal down the other end, but he doesn't let up. He knows that this is still, it's never over until it's over. So you just got to keep on putting the pressure on until your opponent either loses or gives up, however it is. So I think credit to him. He still played his tennis. He wasn't going to be denied, even if his opponent was not at the races today. This is what he had to say. He said, as you said, Jannik, this isn't the way I wanted to win matches, to win a trophy. I just got to say sorry. I know and understand how you can feel right now. All I can say, as I said many, many times, you're truly a champion. Pretty sure from this situation, you're going to come back better, even stronger. You always do. That's what true champions do. You really are one. Sorry, and come back stronger. Nice words. And this is what he put on the camera at the end. Sorry, Jannik, with a sad face as well. Yeah, I mean, it's no way to end the tournament, especially when we've been treated to such epic matches between these two this year already. I never saw this one coming, but I guess you can't always have it your own way. We have been spoiled, and I'm sure we will be spoiled in the future as well. Many more finals between these two will happen. And now Alcaraz sort of moving his way up the list for most Masters 1000 titles since 1990. He's now at 8 titles, level with Thomas Muster, 3 behind Pete Sampras, who has 11. We've got Andy Murray with 14, Agassi 17, Federer 28, Nadal 36, and Djokovic there with 40. This just insane, isn't it? Yeah, he's climbing the list. I mean, he won't. It's just another stat for Carlos Alcaraz, really, at this point, and he hasn't got any worries coming into the US Open. Obviously, Jannik Sinner will want to feel better. He's obviously has some sort of illness that he is unable to shake off, and you obviously can't be sick against someone like Carlos Alcaraz on a tennis court, because Alcaraz can handle the heat, he can handle the big moments, and if he's playing his best tennis, it's probably the worst opponent down the other end to be playing against when you're not feeling your best. Alcaraz will arrive at the US Open as number one in the live rankings, 2,024 points off. This means that Sinner will need to do better in New York than Alcaraz to keep the world number one. A final between them at the US Open would decide the world number one. And as you can see here, this is sort of the playing field at the moment. But obviously, as soon as they start the US Open, they will lose the points, obviously, from last year. And we know the points that were lost from last year. I think Alcaraz had 50 points and Jannik Sinner 2,000. So that's where the differential will come. We had some thoughts about Cincinnati and about just heat and tennis from Gil Gross, saying attrition is a part of tennis. But the heat and humidity these past weeks clearly crossed a line into over-emphasizing attrition to the point of severely hurting the entertainment value. And there's been other tweets as well flying around saying this tournament was a complete disaster. Lots of players injured through illness rather than actual injury itself. And yeah, it's been a very weird Cincinnati. Still been entertaining in parts. I've enjoyed the tournament, but it's not the way we want it to end. Hopefully the women's final gives us a little bit more to scream and shout about. Hopefully it's not over as quickly as the men's final. But well done to Carlos Alcaraz. He is the champion still. We've got to give him his due. He had a great tournament, and now he will hit the ground running into the US Open. But that's just my quick post-match reaction. You tell me your thoughts in that comment section below. What did you make of it all? Do you think Sinner could have continued playing? Do you think he should have even come out on the court? Do you give him some credit for at least giving it a go? I want to hear your thoughts. And what do you think this means for the US Open? Do you think Carlos Alcaraz will come in now as the favorite? Or is Jannik Sinner still the man to beat on the hard courts? I want to know your thoughts. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you for more tennis action coming up soon.